All right, so I got my son dropped off and he's situated, and now I'm off. I get the rest of the day to myself, and I'm gonna try to do some freestyle camping. I've never gone camping without an actual campsite or some place ready for me that's reserved. So I'm gonna just wing it, see what I could find, and see where I end up sleeping tonight. So let's see how that goes. So I am here at the Pismo Beach Dunes Campground, and of course it's full. I knew it would be full, but I was hoping to put my name on a waiting list, but it looks like they may not even be taking that because there's no one in the office. But I met a lovely lady named Kathy who was able to help me out, and she pointed me towards Morro Bay Campground, where she was able to hook me up with a site. She knew somebody, and everything worked out great. Anyways, I'm gonna head over to Morro Bay, but I'm gonna check out Pismo Beach first because I'm here, and I'm right by the dunes, so I'm gonna see how far my minivan can go on the dunes. So let's go check it out. I'm just gonna park here on the side just before the dune entrance because I'm not gonna be staying too long. So I don't know how much it costs to get in, but I assume it probably costs more than I want to pay. But I got 2-hour parking here, and I'm gonna take a walk. Well, it's not the brightest, sunniest day, but I'm here. Beach rack. There's the ocean. There are the cars going by. And, I wonder if my minivan could handle this. I don't see a whole lot of minivans out there. All right, so some areas it looks all right, and in some areas it's very soft. But if you can see, there are 4x4s that are here. I don't think I want to take my minivan. It's just not worth the risk. There are some fishermen out there, you can see through the fog, but I'd like to drop my line in and give it a shot, but I just don't want to take everything out and pack it all up and then head over to Morro Bay where I'm going to be camping. So I think I'll just try my luck at Morro Bay and drop a line there, and I don't have to break everything down and set everything up again. Oh, Pismo Beach was definitely a neat place. I just wish it was a little bit less overcast so that I could actually see it for what it is. But it is a little crowded, so if you do come, it'd be good if you have a 4x4 so you could drive a little bit further so that you could have your little piece of privacy. But if you don't drive too far, it looks like it stays pretty crowded. There's a lot of ATV rental places, and there's some the good news is there's ATV rental places if that's what you're into, and there's some food places nearby. The bad news is, yeah, it gets pretty crowded, looks like. But I'm headed over to Morro Bay now to that campsite that I was hooked up with, and I'm going to check that out. All right, heading back towards Obispo again, the way I came, towards Morro Bay. Hopefully, by the time I get there, all this fog will burn out and we'll have a nice sunny day. Yay, I think the sun is finally breaking through. Here's the spot that I got. Just a small tent camping spot, J6. That's home for the night. Not much of a drive at all. Just around the corner. We're right on the coast. And if it wasn't so cloudy, you'd be able to see Morro Rock. And maybe the phone did pick it up. There it is, Morro Rock. Hopefully the phone can pick that up. All right, before I grab my fishing gear, I'm gonna scope out the place. Find a good spot to see if there might be some action around here. But man, this sand is so soft. If you've never walked on this sand before, it's particularly soft. All right, as I walk out to the water and put my feet in, I'm quickly reminded of why I'm not a big fan of surf fishing. Man, it is cold. But I'm here, so I gotta throw my line in. I didn't catch any fish, but the nozzle's working to rinse off my gear. I wish I was rinsing off some dinner fish. Well, no fish. Back to the campsite, and gonna have to cook up some normal dinner that's not fish. Since it's just me, nothing fancy for dinner. All right, dinner is served. Yeah, I'm looking at my build and I'm definitely going to miss this. It's actually worked out really well, and I don't even know why I'm going to tear it apart other than I'm a little bored and want to try something new. Let me give you a better view of my little corner. So that's the area where you would set up a tent, but I don't need to. I'm just going to sleep in the car. It's not bad for 30 bucks a night. I'm quite exhausted, so I'm gonna take a nap before I do anything else. Of course, it's too late now, but I realized I should have put on some sunscreen before I went fishing. But I just took a nap, and what I want to do is go for a short hike down to Morro Rock. And what I want to try is I've been wanting to try these for a long time. Is these headphones, and these are not in-ear headphones, but they're bone conduction headphones. Let me show you how they sit. So they sit on the side of your head so that your ears are still exposed, so you can hear the elements around you. You know, when you're hiking or something, if you hear a bear growl or a mountain lion or a rattlesnake or something like that, you know, it's good that you don't have like these standard earplugs to cover your ears that you can't hear things. But there are no bears, mountain lions, or rattlesnakes on the beach. But I'll be able to test how well it works anyway. But that's the way they look, and you know, basically they conduct on your bones, but your ears are still exposed, so that's great. So I'm gonna give it a shot. Well, another reason why I've never been able to try these out is because, you know, it's kind of weird wearing headphones when you're camping with other people. But today I'm solo camping, so, you know, I'm gonna wear headphones and hear some music while I go for my hike. All right, again, the campsite is right here to my left. It's packed a little tight, but man, the location is awesome here in Morro Bay. And here I'm using the headphones, and it's actually quite great. I could hear the waves still, and I could hear the music. So I think it's a pretty safe hiking type headphone, so that you're not completely isolated from your environments. See that? I'm walking on the street, and that RV that just drove by me, I actually heard him coming down the street. So no mountain lions, but RVs driving down the road. This great walking path here on Morro Bay, and If it wasn't so overcast, the view would be better, but if it wasn't so overcast, it might be a little too hot. So maybe it works out well. The headphones are working great. I mean, I could hear really well. I don't know if you could hear it. Maybe if I brought it that close, you could hear it. But if you're interested, I did a full review on my Gears channel. There's a link in the description for it. There's our destination. You can barely see Morro Rock, but it's there underneath the fog. Another sea otter. Looks like he's got some of that Pismo clam. This is where I'm at. It's as far as you can go. Shark advisory here on this beach. And yeah, there's surfers out there. But you should swim in a group, so maybe the shark will eat your buddy and not eat you. Do not enter or climb. Okay. No climbing for me today, because I really wanted to do that. Alright, this is the road that wraps around to the other side of Morro Rock. There's a jetty that comes out too. If I knew there was a jetty, I probably would have fished off that instead of the shoreline, but I'm all showered up. I'm not going to fish again. Alright, up early this morning and we're gonna wrap things up. Gonna pick up my son and play some golf and head on home. This campground was alright, but man, was it loud. It's packed in real tight. It's really loud, but it was fantastic. You know, it was really close to the beach, so I mean, I'm happy to have a spot. Park right on the pier, which is nice. I'm gonna try to throw my line and do a little bit of fishing today.